Hello, buddy. I'm the critic monkey. No, they said just the monkey, but who cares? And today is the start of a new series. What will probably, result in everybody, every year. Not everybody. What the hell am I saying? Every year when there's a San Diego Comic Con, I'm gonna do like one of these catch-up things. Now, full disclaimer, I'm doing things what I have a history with, so it's, doesn't sound like just grabbing something out of my ass. Like, for example, new trailer for Glass came out at San Diego Comic Con, but I can't comment on that since I've neither seen Split or Unbreakable, so it would kind of come across as this. Jesus Christ, what noises came out of my mouth then? I don't know. And I'm also going to have like specific fandoms for some of it, like Cartoon Network. They had a lot of news on the Steven Universe, and when I come up to the Steven Universe bit, if you're not a fan of Steven Universe, you can skip ahead or stop the video or watch Steven Universe. Preferably watch Steven Universe because it's quite good. And if you just want to hear like specific news on stuff, I'm gonna leave like a timestamps right here, so you could just skip to there and watch that instead of waiting through loads of them. Also, I may not have all the news from Comic-Con, but I may have some. So keep that in mind. Either way, let's get right into it with San Diego Comic-Con DC released 3 new trailers for their upcoming projects. These projects being Shazam, a story about a kid turning into a superhero, Aquaman, a story about a king trying to get back his throne, and Titans, about being edgelords. I'm edgy as Now, the 3 trailers are very different in tone, so I'll be following 2 things what I think makes a superhero movie, a superhero movie. The origin story and the main villain. But you can drift away from the origin story, as you can prove by Spider-Man Homecoming, but this is normally how it goes.
Spider-Man sucks. Superman's the best.
Well, Aquaman and Shazam's origins, quite simple, so I'll do those first. Shazam's dad's stepbrother got bullied, so now he went into a subway and got magical powers from Gandalf the Grey. Aquaman was born from 2 parents, Atlantean and human, and then got bullied. But the difference here is that he can command jaws!
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
And now it's time for Titans, what's gonna take a while. Boy. Starfire was an alien princess who was banished. Beast Boy got turned into different animals by his father. Robin's is quite simple because it's Robin, everybody knows it. And Raven's father is Satan. Well, okay, not Satan, but it's... And Hawk and Dove were chosen by the gods of peace and chaos to see if total opposites can work together. Somehow this worked. Now it's time for the villains. Aquaman apparently has Black Manta as the villain, which is a great choice if you're going for an evil incarnate kind of man. Because at this example, he had autism and then he got cured by Aquaman. He returned the favor by killing Aquaman's son. Wow. Sam's villain is not Black Adam, unfortunately, since his first appearance will be in Suicide Squad 2. And he's going to be played by The Rock, because The Rock has to be in everything now. Titans doesn't seem to have a specific villain, but if it's anybody, I'm hoping that it's Slade/Deathstroke, since he was quite threatening in the cartoon, and he would pose an actual threat. Also, what makes Shazam's trailer worse than anything is that they seem to have gotten the same writer what wrote the joke in Black Panther. Look at this.
No, not that one, no!
Shazam looks alright, except for that bit. Aquaman will probably be good if it used Black Manta properly. And Titans will be alright, but it's a bit too gritty for my taste and it will probably not hold a candle to the original. I still miss you, you know. Now, from the Bumblebee conference in Comic-Con, we gotten some very bad news. This is apparently not Starscream. Apparently, it's Blitzwing, and due to me having no life and watching pretty much every single Transformers show to exist, he's as useful as a potted plant. So, you could have had this comfortable.
This has been fun, Autobot, but your time is up.
Oh, how it pains me to do this. I still function. Wanna bet?
But instead, you chose this.
Ooh, that sounds crazy! Even to me!
Damn, what the hell?
Look, I have no problem of it being Blitzwing. You could be going for like a Marvel move where you get a previously unknown villain and make him popular. But the problem is, you did everything in your power to make it look nothing like Blitzwing. And made it look exactly like Starscream. See, this doesn't look anything like the jet from the film, but it looks nearly identical to Starscream. And that means that the movie Starscream still looks like a goddamn Dorito! Oh, whatever, let's move on to Cyberverse. Now what I'm showing you are just snapshots, because the video has not been released to the public yet, and somebody's uploaded it, so in order to not get copyright strike, I've done this. From all the promotional art, I thought that the show, well, was going to be 2D animated. Also
Trash!
but to my surprise, it was 3D animation and not trash.
That's the stuff.
And one big story element was revealed in these small clips. In this version of the Transformers, Megatron is in control, as it seems. Like, he's in front of people, he's talking to them, he's doing a speech, and even Optimus Prime was like, yep, this is fine.
See? Everything's fine.
There's people cheering for him and everything. Even the protagonist Bumblebee's cheering for him. I mean, what the hell, man? And it's kind of bizarre seeing people cheer on what is practically a terrorist. I mean, at any moment he could do this to you.
No! Such heroic nonsense.
Please don't kill me! It's illegal!
They're even cheering for the Decepticon symbol, what's basically saying we support genocide of other races. Also, this version has Starscream. Take notes, movie! So, Nickelodeon has released 2 trailers for their upcoming projects. The Ninja Turtles reboot, what is promptly named Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And a TV movie, what's a continuation of the show what has the same name, Invader Zim. And since I would want to start off with the bad first, I'm gonna do the Ninja Turtles show first. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles. Especially Raphael. Somehow I found this, I don't know how.
Magic.
Like, I've watched the 2003 one from beginning to end, watched a couple of episodes from the 80s show, and seen the previous incarnation of the Ninja Turtles, what has also been made by Nickelodeon. Oh, and the IDW comics, but IDW has significantly went downhill. But I can appreciate that they are trying to do new kinds of mutants. Unlike, you know, the other shows what kind of just got animals and just mixed them with humans, like this. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, Gordon Ramsay, Megatron from the Last Night, Magnum Dong, and main villain who's not Shredder. Because who would want to see the Turtles face off against Shredder?
Very well. Do not let me see your face ever again.
And now I'll go into one of the main problems of the show. The designs are hideous. And I don't mean the animation is hideous, because the animation is quite good. Just look at the intro.
Nice.
The problem is with the designs itself. Like, I can get that they're going for a sharper look with sharper smiles and sharper corners on their faces. Don't know why you would need that, but somehow they do. Like, look here. Donnie doesn't look like he's doing something heroic. He looks like he's eyeing. Splinter looks like a professional food reviewer. The only design I don't hate is the new version of April. And mainly because April doesn't look like a goddamn pedophile.
Bad touch, stranger danger.
Also, on side note, I don't mind if April's a black person and nationality was never a big part of the story, just as long as they're not too hand-fisted with it. Another difference what I can see is that it's trying to be different. And you know what you big company executives need to know? Difference doesn't equal good! You can make some differences. Alright, you can change gender or change nationality or what have you. But don't go as far as to go, no, the Ninja Turtles villain is not Shredder, it is John Cena. And even as far as it to discard their own weapons.
How about we take the glowy ones? Oh! Okay!
Sure, get rid of the weapons what are iconic to your characters. It's fine. The fans won't have anything wrong with that. It's fine. It's made for the fans. It's fine. Hey, it's me ahead of time. They've released the first episode on their YouTube channel, and I can confirm that it sucks. It did all the problems that I said it would, and it did more problems.
I expect nothing, and I'm still let down.
And now let's move on to Invader Zim. Now, Invader Zim is a show with a lot of disturbing imagery and disgusting scenes. Like this, for example.
For me? Oh, you are my bestest friend. Thank you, Sim.
I'm gonna go get some breakfast before this scars me for life.
And from the looks of it, it's still got that style. And somehow it still looks more pleasing than the new Ninja Turtle show. Now, since this is meant to be like a big finale for Invader Zim, there's gonna have to be a lot happening. But I have one singular request. You don't make Zim a good guy in the end. I don't know why I have that feeling that they're gonna try and make Zim a good guy at the end. I just do. Let me use Paradox from Steven Universe as an example of a villain what goes through a redemption. Or maybe I just want to talk about Steven Universe. Don't judge me. Her redemption starts off with her being destroyed and any sense of threat getting obliterated and replacing her with an adorable little gremlin. Oh. But she does know about the cluster what could destroy the entire Earth, so she decides to save her own butt by helping the gems to destroy it. So first, it's an act of selfishness what brings her to help the gems. But over time, growing a fondness to the gems and to the planet, she changes her motivations from I want to be saved to I want to save the Earth. And when it was time to contact Yellow Diamond during her betrayal, she realizes her plans to destroy the Earth and retaliates whilst creating one of the best memes ever. And that's how she got redeemed. I could have chosen other examples like Dinobot from Transformers Beast Wars, but this one is easier to explain. And also I want to talk about Steven Universe more. They had to take something threatening away, have her turn into an adorable little gremlin, and have a selfish reason what becomes a selfish reason near the end. Two things wrong with that. Sims is not terrifying in like posture, he's terrifying in intelligence. He is smart and he can remove your eyes with a spoon tied to an electric chair or something like that. I don't know. When you take that away, you're going to make Zim into an absolute idiot. So you can't have that. Second, Zim doesn't have any selfish reason to work with people. He is trying to take over the world and invade it. Hence the name. So, them just going, oh, he's a good guy now. He's main character, so he has to be good guy. Don't do that at all. But if you keep everything else and maybe let him fail or take over the world at the end, everything would be fine. Just don't turn him into a hero. Well, hopefully they don't do that at all. But if you could do your own version of the yellow diamond face, that would be great.
I was working on a flat tax proposal and I accidentally proved there's no God.
Cartoon Network announced 2 upcoming shows, both pilots I've seen. The first one being Infinity Chain, and I must say I'm not that big of a fan of the new art style or logo. I much prefer the old logo and the old sharpest art style.
Okay.
Then we have Victor and Valentino. You have no goddamn idea how hard that was to pronounce. I mean, Mexican cultures always interest me, but this just didn't hit in the right place. I don't know why. It could be the art style, or the voice acting, or that I'm just an uncultured swine. Probably the latter. Now it's Steven Universe time again, yay!
Come on! Are you serious?
Okay, but seriously, Steven Universe is way too good of a show. Watch it. Just ignore the fandom and watch it. Do it. Now. So either way, we got our full episode of Steven Universe at Comic-Con, and our final diamond. And let me tell you, mate, she looks terrifying. She looks like a cultist. I mean, in the way she looks dead. Even her pearl is disturbing. And don't even get me started on that goddamn voice.
Game of yours. Thank the stars it's over. Did you have fun? Did you get everything out of your system? Good. Everyone is so relieved. Welcome home.
I'm frightened. Let's go.
But what if I told you that Steven Universe and OKKO were going to have a crossover? Well, and 2 shows what nobody cares about. Either way, I don't know if this is going to be an episode or a poster or a comic, but it looks absolutely sick. But I don't understand why they didn't use Steven or Robin at all. But I don't mind Garnet being picked. She is the best crystal gem after Pearl, Amethyst, Lapis, but not Peridot. Nobody is better than Peridot. Peridot is best girl.
Praise me!
And I don't mind Robin not being picked, mainly because... Insert line about me not liking Teen Titans Go. You really blame me? I mean, look at this.
Look at that! Bloody favoritism!
Even 11 years after your cancellation, I still miss you.
And somebody loved me. Everything was beautiful. Every hour spent together lives within my heart.
Stop crying.
But that's really it for that. I mean, there's possibly nothing else. Wait, what's this?
Very. Shut up and take my money.
Just let me die! Just let me die! Let me die in peace!
Well, the official trailer for Disenchanted came out, and it looks Now, if you don't know what Disenchanted is, it's basically the same guy who made, you know, The Simpsons and Futurama is now making a show on Netflix. What is basically fantasy and all that, fantasy, goblins and dragons,
what have you.
One thing I've noticed from the trailer is the characters' motivations are kind of bland and cliche. Like, for example, he wants to be in charge of her own destiny. He wants to see the outside world. I mean, for God's sake, the only one with creativity here is the demon.
I want to get rid of all the diseases plaguing mankind and replace them with worse ones.
Create an adventure with that.
And the jokes as well are kind of hit or miss. Like, for example, there's good ones.
Woo, I'm a good butcher.
This is a pet shop.
And really bad ones.
I'd be fine if someone could just slide my head up a bit.
So anyway, it seems like it's gonna be at least okay, but I'm not gonna give my hopes up. Anyway, I'll still give it a chance and maybe I'll like it. Who knows? Somehow nothing happened.
You serious?
Guess who's back?
Baby!
So, Star Wars The Clone Wars is returning after being cancelled. Hey, just like Samurai Jack. And we don't know much, but hopefully it's gonna like tie up loose ends in the Star Wars franchise, and also hopefully it doesn't have terrible writing like this.
That's how we're gonna win. Not fighting what we hate. Saving what we love.
I mean, I like that film and all, but that doesn't make any sense. Now, if I can only say one thing about this trailer, it is that
It's beautiful.
and it's not just Godzilla, it's every creature. The light complements everyone, like King Ghidorah, Mothra, and it doesn't even have to be the shade or the color blue. It can be orange, like with Rodan, or yellow with King Ghidorah again. And the music fits perfectly with the trailer anyway. I mean, you just listen.
It's fantastic.
You would expect something from a Godzilla film to sound like this.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Oh.
But no, it sounds majestic and magical and all the what have you. So, I am looking forward to this film. It just show monsters this time. Alright, I'm not standing for barely you barely showing any monsters because we do not care about the humans. Now, Godzilla, you have one thing left to do.
Do the roar.
So, I hope you made it to the end of this torture. So, if you somehow liked this, please leave a like if you didn't like it. Also, leave a like, I'm desperate. And if you're new, please subscribe, I'm desperate. Also, audience, one more thing.
What is it?
I love you. Bye.
See you later.